Hello everybody, welcome to Forest for the Trees and welcome to Pick a Card reading. My name is Rudi and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I'm going to pull out some, I guess, helper cards or cards that maybe will help you decide which pile you want. Again, 1, 2, or 3, and then we'll pull a card out for that. This is pile 1. We have flexibility. Card number 2, we have taking risks. If you're crunching, that is my dog with his bone because he's got to get as close to the microphone as humanly possible, or caninely. Card number 3. All right, card number 3. We have courage. Flexibility, taking risks, and courage. Take a moment, take a deep breath, see what resonates with you, see what calls you. Again, flexibility, which is like, you can see the plants flexing, bending over, but yet you're standing strong, right? Flexibility, taking risks, taking flight, taking off, flying above the fray, so to speak, and courage. Courage to step out of your comfort zone, courage to do something you've never done before. We'll see how all that ties into the reading. Right? So those are the 3. Pick your cards, pick your pile, pick your 1, 2, or 3. Again, we go. Deep breath. And let's get started. Pile number 1. We have flexibility. Being flexible. You know, okay, some words from the book. You know, it talks about bamboo being very flexible. And bamboo is very rich in the card meaning. I don't know if it talks about where larger trees will bend and break. Bamboo is resilient and will simply bend and sway. And its flexibility allows it to survive. And that basically that's what it's saying about you. It cautions you to be flexible in your life and be willing to bend and yield. There are times to stand strong, but there's also times to let go of a situation and rather than face it head on. This card suggests being amenable and to change. It's a card for abundance and prosperity. It suggests that you're flexible. Prosperity can and will come your way. Additionally, it suggests that a time of rapid growth is at hand and don't resist. The time is right for this surge of spiritual growth to occur. So it could be growth of a business, growth of a situation, or growth of you as an individual, okay? So with that being said, this is the Oracle card. 2 of Cups. Queen of Cups. The Hermit. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Virgo. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. 8 of Cups, back to the Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And Justice, which is a card of Libra. That's interesting. The Hermit and the Justice are right under each other. Then we have the Musician, Inspiration and Gratitude, under Flexibility. Interesting. All right. I just feel with inspiration and gratitude, to me, it kind of goes along with the Hermit. The Hermit card is about going within, about doing your work, your inner work, your soul work, and taking that knowledge and taking that, what inspires you out and holding that light so others can see. You know, you could be an example, right? You could be an example. So you can be an inspiration to somebody. And with that comes gratitude. You're grateful for lessons learned, right? You don't see them as problems, or you don't see them as a bad day, or you don't see them as look at what happened to me type of thing. You see it as look at what I've learned, or look at the knowledge that I've gleaned, or look at how far I've come, look at what I've learned, basically. And I feel with that, it talks about the flexibility too. Without you kind of bending and going with the flow, I don't think this would have came through. I don't think you would have learned the lesson. I don't think you would have played the music for people to come in here and bring, come to you with it, follow you, so to speak, metaphorically. Being flexible, being open, being able to go with the flow. Your first two cards, the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands, it talks about a partnership. It can also talk about a love interest. Now, this person can be younger than you, or this could be somebody that you are wanting to start a new relationship with that is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag, or it can be, somebody that sparks your passion and desires. It could be somebody new that you're talking to, somebody that has potential. You might see this as a potential for a love interest. Now, if this is you and you're in a relationship, this could represent a child, and this could be some news about a child, or it could be some news about something that you are working on, your creativity, something that you are manifesting. Could be something you're working on, could be what you're working on in a partnership, because the Two of Cups can be a partnership. Could be a love interest, but I feel like it's being with a like-minded person, being with a like-minded soul. Could be friendship. Again, Page of Wands, messages coming in about a project you're working on. Messages coming in about something that you are very much gave a lot of ideas to. It could be something with your career even coming in. Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Wow. Queen of Cups is somebody that is very much in charge of their emotions. They're not over emotional. They don't overreact. They don't overly do anything. It could be a mother figure. It could be a counselor. It could be a therapist. It could be your boss, somebody like that. But I feel like this is something, it could be a situation where you got over emotionally attached to somebody and they weren't reciprocating it, and you have to walk away from it. Could be a friendship. It doesn't have to be a love interest. It could be a job, but I almost feel it's a friendship or it's a mentorship of some sort. Maybe it's a therapist. Maybe you are feeling that they're not serving you anymore, and you have to walk away from that energy. I just feel like, it's almost, this card is almost like this, because this is highlighting down in here. It's like mirror imaging down there. It's like the right moves to make, but you are maybe it's something emotionally you can't handle anymore, or maybe you're not feeling it, kind of that energy. The Hermit and Justice, they are both major arcana cards. So it's something very prevalent in your life right now. We talked about the Hermit. We talked about going within. We talked about the lessons learned, carrying that torch for others to see. Justice is fairness. Justice is truth. Justice is getting down to the nitty-gritty, getting down to the reason of something or the whys of things, and making sure things are fair and just and equal and balanced. Again, it's a card of Virgo and a card of Libra. So it could be seeking justice or seeking, let me think just a minute. Because you have the flexibility. I almost feel like it's lessons learned, like it's, again, the Hermit energy, where you're coming into that inspiration and gratitude. Gratitude for lessons learned, not seeing those as mistakes, not seeing those as, oh, this is a really bad day, this happened. You see them as opportunities for growth. You see them as opportunities for learning. And you're aware of it, balancing your life out. You're aware of it, how it works in your life, and the knowledge that it gives you. Look at the inspiration around this person. You know, the Two of Cups. It could be some type of relationship where maybe at a point in time you walked away from. Maybe at a point in time, you know, what you learned and grew from. But you're also this energy of maybe being too close to the situation, or it not working out for you, having to walk away from. Taking some time, the Hermit, taking some time for yourself. Learning and growing with the flexibility, the bending, you know, going with the flow of a situation. And then the Justice, wanting the truth and fairness, wanting that to come out, wanting that to prevail. Maybe it wasn't in this Two of Cups, or maybe it's a learning process in that relationship. Again, it doesn't have to be lovers. It can be friends. It can be partners. You could be partners in a work endeavor that you're starting out. Learning to bend and flow, learning to go with the flow. But I see this as growth too with the Musician. And it's like making music, the music you make. The words you say, you set the tone. It's almost like you set the tone for a situation. And I feel with the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups, if the Queen of Cups is you, and you are also the Eight of Cups, I feel like you're not putting up with BS. You're not putting up with things that aren't in emotional alignment with what you're seeking. I feel with the Hermit, you've gone through too much, and you're not going to put up with, again, somebody else's BS, or somebody else that hasn't put in the work like you've put in the work. You want the truth. You want what is going to work out in your best interest. Your Oracle card, pile 1, is Cauldron. Creation, transformation, magic, and divine alchemy. And it really goes well with the Hermit. It's like creating the life you want, right? You want the life. If you're not seeing it, if you're not feeling it, you're walking away from it. You're moving away from it. It could be in the past where you would stay, or in the past you would subject yourself to, well, I have to stay here. But I feel like doing work on yourself. Look at the similar colors. These are, you know, well, it's the same author, but different decks. You know, creating what you want. Transforming into the person you want, transforming into the relationships you want to cultivate, that you want to grow. And I just feel if you're not feeling it, you're not putting up with it. I'm not saying that you are not going to have any friends, or you're not going to have any of this, but you're not going to have closeness to people that aren't in alignment with what you are either representing, or what you are putting out there for what you want to bring in. I feel like you've done so much work on yourself. You transformed so much. And the person you're calling in is like-minded. The Two of Cups, it's a like-minded person. It's somebody that is learning also. It's somebody that has gone through what you've not gone through what you've gone through, but has gone through a transformation, or gone through self-help, self-healing on themselves. And anything else that is coming in, I feel with the Eight of Cups, because it's all about your feelings, your emotions also. You know, if you're not feeling it, you're not going to, I don't want to say waste your time, but you're not going to pursue it as you would somebody that you can see that they've put the work in and they've done a lot like you've done. You know, they're creating their life, they're transforming their life, they're doing divine alchemy, they're mixing things together with what works for them, right? Absolutely. All right, guys. I hope this makes some sense to you. You'll have to let me know. I just keep hearing it's always darkest before the dawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. Because most of all, these are dark, and then you have this light coming in, and you have that strength, you know. You know when to stand strong, and you know when to kind of back down and be more flexible. You know what works for you and what doesn't. Again, you put a lot of work into yourself. So it could be partnership, friendship, love interest, but what you're calling in, what you're bringing in is not somebody that needs a lot of work done or has not done their work. I'll put it that way, because we're all a work in progress. We're never done, well, until we're done. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Let me know if this resonates with you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. And it was a good reading. Very good. Thank you again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now. Pile 2. Excuse me. Welcome to your reading. All right. We have taking risks on the top. All right. We'll read out of the book on it because I like the way she writes. When you draw this card, it is time to step beyond your normal everyday life. Take some risks. Face your fears, do things in a new and even unorthodox way. Listen more to your inner voice than to the voices and opinions of others. Rather than running from potential failure, embrace it. History has shown that those willing to face failure will often succeed in a massive way later. Right? Put the Oracle card there. All right. And I also feel with this hawk or bird of prey, it looks like when you rise above a situation, when you can rise yourself up above a situation, you can see the whole of a situation. You're not beholden to just one area. You can see all of it. And I feel like that helps as well. Alrighty, we have Justice. Justice came out in the other reading. We have the Fool with Justice. We have Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords with the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Warrior, which is perfectionism and burnout. So maybe this is talking about taking risks, but not to the point of, you know, burnout, or not to the point of letting other things go by the wayside. I also feel that if you're strong into competition, be careful that you're not being in competition with yourself. Again, with the risk taking, know your limits. I feel that if there's a name for this reading, it would be know your limits, right? It's good to take risks, and it's good to not be, I don't want to say be perfectionist, but be somebody that really takes pride in the quality of work they do, or quality of advice they give, or whatever it is that you do. But kind of know your limits. Know your limits. Justice and the Fool. It sort of speaks about that, about holding that balance. You know, taking on an adventure, listening to yourself, not paying attention to others, can be a good thing, and it can be a foolish thing, right? It's up to you to know the difference. It's kind of like the Serenity Prayer, right? Grant me, I can't remember it. I'm going to have it written down, because I refer to that a lot. But, you know, and the whatever, to know the difference, whatever that is. I'll have to look that up. But Justice is a card of Libra, and it's a card of being fair, finding a balance, finding the truth, searching for something that sometimes can't be seen. And I feel that with the Fool card is what's driving you. You could have this this energy of adventure and this energy of fun and daringness that you think is great, but others might not. But the Fool card also talks about trusting your instincts, trusting your gut, and not necessarily those of others. You know, it's kind of like you know you best in a sense, right? So, but again, with the risk, taking risk goes really good with the Fool card, but know your limits. Know your limits, and it's almost like don't push it. Don't be in competition with yourself, and be careful that you don't reach burnout. Be careful that you don't get so tired of maybe doing the same thing over and over again that you are and not getting the results you want, that you get burned out on something that you are trying to accomplish. It could be some type of athletic endeavor, like a marathon or a Ironman or something like that. Again, what's your competitive nature, pile 2? What is your competitive nature? Because again, 2 of Pentacles, you're talking about balance with the 7 of Wands. Holding balance, doing something that can keep you afloat, doing something that can, like if this is whatever this is, just say it's training for a competition, and this is your job, trying to keep that in balance, trying to keep something in balance, but something's going to have to give. You can't do both at the same time. So something's going to have to give a little bit, and trying to figure out which one and how to do it. But it also talks about standing strong and firm in your beliefs. It goes really well with the Fool card, you know. It's like something you want to do, you're going to stand strong in it, and you're going to see it through to the end. Because the 9 of Wands talks about that as well. It talks about being battered and tattered and torn, but yet you're still standing. And the 9's almost a 10, which is, this is the end of a cycle. You know, the 10's the end of a cycle. This is a completion. This is gaining wisdom. And this is, you know, being content with something that you've decided on, which is whatever this Fool is, this Fool energy, this new adventure, this new start, whatever it is, you are heck bent on keeping it. You're heck bent on doing it. You're heck bent on what you want to accomplish. It's your creativity, your desire, your way of Queen of Swords, truth, fairness, you know, not putting up with BS, not putting up with, it could be people or a situation that isn't seeing things your way, right? That's where this 9 of Wands comes in. It's like, I've come too far and I'm holding steady on my beliefs. It's my truth. It's what I speak. It is my truth. Your swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have Libra, Libra. The wands of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then the pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Starting off in a new adventure, starting off on something new. You could be the type of person, pile 2, that is very much a, when you get into something, you get into something. Like you, just say you are going to write a book. Well, you're wholeheartedly into that. You're wholeheartedly into writing a book. You're wholeheartedly, you know, you don't hold a place for, obsessive comes to mind, right? But the devil's not here. But it could be an obsessive thing that you're doing, or you think when you get into something, maybe you're obsessed with it. Maybe you can't let it go till you do it, till you get it right. Maybe that's where the perfectionism comes in. Maybe that's where the burnout comes in. Maybe that's where the risk taking comes in, that adrenaline, you know, maybe it's an adrenaline junkie type of thing. But whatever this is that you're working on, whatever this is that you're wanting to accomplish, whatever this is you could be training for, you're not letting go of it. You're going to see it through with the Queen of Swords. The Two of Pentacles, bringing balance in, figuring things out as you go. You're figuring things out as you go, and you know that you're not letting other people stop you. Look at how they're pointing all their fingers at this person, and they're like, no, I'm holding this in my truth. I'm holding this, right? I've got the fire too. I've got the fire too, and no one's going to stop me. You're not coming through. You're not stopping me. The transformation with the Queen of Swords, that energy. My dog, I'm sorry. He's right here and he won't leave me alone. Transforming that energy into, you know, could be something that was negative into something positive. I also feel with this, you know, this card here, with the warrior, spirit should come in. Spirit, it is what makes you you. It is what makes you, you know, this person that takes the risks, you know. It's like a warrior spirit. Your Oracle card is the World. Wow. The World. This can talk about something coming full circle, which the Fool's a new start. So there could be something that is coming full circle. It goes really well with this card, right? Because it's a circle. It is a full circle. Something that is coming full circle. It could be the end of a cycle of something. It could be something that's going to involve travel. It can be... it can be the expansion of your world, literally. Or it can be coming full circle comes to mind. It's the transforming energy. It can be travel. It can be all-encompassing. It's kind of what I feel like with these. Like I said, it's almost like you get obsessed, or there's an obsession with things you do, or you get very much into it, where that's all you think about. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's telling you have to keep a balance. You have to keep a healthy balance between not only what you think about, but what you do, but you also have other obligations you have to think about, is what I feel. So again, continue what you're doing. Go for it. You're doing it for the right reasons. You have justice, you have truth, you have the Queen of Swords, you have this mature level here. But also be careful that that you're taking risks. If you're taking risks, that you're doing it for the right reasons, and that you're not doing it enough to burn out, or that you're not competing with yourself. I mean, healthy competition is very good. Healthy competitions with yourself, very good. But know the difference. Know the difference. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Let me know how this resonates with you. I'd love to hear. And take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe and be blessed. I will see you guys next time, all right? Bye for now. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This, again, is a general. If you pick this, let's see, we have courage. And we talk about, growing. We talk about a rocky seashore. We talk about the waves hitting it. We talk about erosion, breaking things down, right? I will read out of the book. It says, delight is expanding. Clap your hands with glee. Spend time with others. Go to a community gathering. Host a party. Enjoy the experience. Oops, sorry. I hit that. Oh, yeah. All right, courage. You can step forward and throw your shoulders back and stand up for yourself with passion. Speak up for those less fortunate and be impeccable in all your actions. This isn't the time to be timid, right? Don't be limited in your beliefs or the beliefs of others. Use your passion to make a difference. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means fearless. Fearless. Acknowledge your fear and take action anyway. Make a stand. You are strong and powerful and have a great valor within you. And that is courage. And just, I started reading Delight. I started reading the wrong one about, expand in your life, clap your hands with glee. But some of you might need to hear that. So I'm going to leave that in there. I'm not going to take it out because, it might be where you need to acknowledge yourself and be happy for yourself that you have the courage to stand up for something or someone. All right. We have the Magician, the Moon, Page of Cups, Death, Five of Wands, Three of Swords. Wow. These are really some interesting cards. And then we have the the Tailor. Attention to detail and pride. Goes really well with courage, I think. A lot of it too is being able to cut out what no longer serves you. What isn't meant to be yours. What isn't meant for you to carry energy. You are taking pride in the work you do. You're taking pride in what you're doing or what you're accomplishing or the work you've set out to do. And it could, again, come with that courage card. It could come with having the courage to stand up for yourself, having the courage to open a business or do something that is, other people may have said, oh, there's no way you could do that. Finding the courage and the strength to do it, to do something you can do. So you have attention to detail and pride. So taking pride in your work, taking pride in what you've accomplished, taking pride in where you are right now. Magician and the Death card goes really well with that because to me the Magician talks about having everything you have within you, having everything you have around you. It's like if you don't know how to do something, you know how to go about finding somebody that knows how to do it. If you don't know this, you can do that. You can find ways. Find ways of how to get things done. Magician talks about having everything you need inside you. It talks about not needing outside forces, but if you need them, you know how to go about bringing those in. And the Death card talks about transformation. It talks about letting go of things that no longer serve you so you can move yourself forward. And I feel too, with this card, it's very much into the transformation energy with the Magician. Again, you're reaping what you sow. You're putting the work in and you are getting the results. And you know that, right? You know what it takes to get what you want. And I feel that with the Courage card, and I feel that with the Tailor card as well. You know what you have to do and what you have to cut out of your life in order to transform it, in order to move yourself to the way that you want yourself to be or what you want to accomplish. The Moon and the Five of Wands talks about people that might not be on your side, talks about the naysayers, talks about the people that cause those that don't agree with you, those that are the naysayers, those that maybe are jealous, the Five of Wands, chaos, the people that are wanting to cause a fight or wanting to make things rough for you, right? With the Five of Wands, I feel like, what's that saying? What is it? Cut your hand off and to spite something. I can't think of it. Anyway, that's kind of what I feel. I feel like they're hurting themselves is what I feel. But there's some conflict. There's chaos. There's people that aren't agreeing with you. And the Moon can be a card of deceit and deception, but it can also be a card of lighting your path forward. And I feel like in the midst of all this, it's like in the midst of all this, this rose can grow. Like right there could be a beautiful rose coming up out of this. It's not going to stop because of the waves and all that crashing, it could help it grow. And beauty can come in strange places. Beauty can come in places that are not meant for beauty, kind of, sort of like that. And I just feel with this conflict and chaos, you're letting things not get to you. You are kind of categorizing them. You're kind of categorizing what is going on in your life and going, you know what? Yeah, but that makes sense. But with this happening, I can put that here and I can draw from it. Now, I highly suggest that you pay attention to your dreams. I highly suggest that you check the moon phase whenever you get this reading. Pile 3, if it is, check the new moon, check the full moon, check what sign they're in, and see where you can go from there, because it might have some information for you on that. And, go and you can go from there. The moon can be a card of Pisces, and the death card's a card of Scorpio. And you have, 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Cups. You have everything here except Pentacles, which is finances and money. But these both talk about abundance coming in. Excuse me. And I feel like with this transformation energy, again, you have the moon, which is lighting your path forward, showing you which way to go, showing you where you've gone in your life and how you got yourself there, and what is, I don't want to say what's in your best interest, but what is maybe driving you to stay there in that sense, right? Because you're not being swayed by, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be media. If you're like a celebrity, it could be all this listening to gossip or whatever. You're not swayed by that. You have your eyes set on the moon. It's a feminine energy, and it is a nurturer, and it's a giver. And you have this moon energy of lighting the path. If you've ever been outside, especially in the country, rural areas, if you're out in the country and there's a full moon, you don't need a flashlight. You don't need a lantern. You don't need a light. It lights up the whole fields and roads and skies. It's just beautifully amazing. So I feel like this is lighting it up for you. It is showing you the way. You're having this strength that's coming up from that, knowing that you don't have to rely or count on others, that you can draw on that on your own. Your Page of Cups and the 3 of Swords, again, I feel like 3 of Swords is all about hurt and heartache. It's about those who've hurt you. It's about those who wounded you, hurt you, disappointed you, didn't understand you, said bad things about you, all the things. But the Page of Cups is talking about new coming in, new emotions, new feelings. And I feel like, again, you are distancing yourself from these people. She's underwater and she is meditating. It's like, this is not going to get to me. Cups are all about your emotions and your feelings. And I was like, this isn't going to get to me. There could be smear campaigns. There could be all this gossip and all this going on. But you have this death card where it's like, I'm not letting it get to me. I'm letting things go, and I'm transforming that energy. I'm moving it to a whole different level. And that is what you're doing with the Page of Cups. I don't want to say you're oblivious to it, but you're not feeding it. You're not letting it get to you. You're not holding whatever is going around. What's the word I'm looking for? People telling lies about you, gossiping. You're not letting that bother you. You're not letting that get the best of you. I feel like you've had it, you've done it, and you're not doing it anymore. You are going to, I think, take these swords out and learn from each of them, because they're knowledge. Swords are knowledge. So you're going to learn from each of them. You're going to learn, oh, well, this person can do this, or that person can do that. Maybe each one of these fires is going to be that energy of knowledge, a knowledge based to you. The knowledge that you glean from knowing. I feel like, you, whatever this is, whatever you've done, whatever you've accomplished, whatever you've made, You know, whatever you have given the detail, the attention and detail to, is things that others can't do, or others wouldn't have the courage to do, or others, you know, the people that like to talk bad about you, but you're holding yourself up. You are the magician. I feel like you're coming into this reading knowing this. You know that you have everything you need inside of you. You've pulled yourself up by the bootstraps. You've dusted off your britches. You have transformed yourself. You have let go of what no longer serves you. You're paying attention to that nurturing energy. You know, this energy of the chaos and conflict. You're not letting it get to you. You're not letting it get to you, and you are taking what the pain and the suffering and the hurt that you've had in the past, learning from it. You're letting it teach you for the future, and you're filing it away, and you will use it when it's time, when you need to. All right, three of swords. Your oracle card is transition. Look at that. Transition. It's a beautiful card. It goes so well with the death card. Let me find my book here, and I will read out of the book, because that is what I've been doing with these cards. Transition. Okay. The presence of this card indicates change and a transition between two chapters of life, inevitable endings and new beginnings, and the integration of a more expanded cycle involve letting go of the past to make way for new growth and transformation. That's exactly what you're doing here. Absolutely what you're doing here with the death card. Let's see. Whether challenging or welcome, the open door of transition is inescapable. Kind of like that moon, the path moving forward, you have to see it. You'll see it, right? This card invites you to trust in the greater plan and move forward in the spirit of love and hope. Be honest about old ways of life and that no longer serve you, which could be this pettiness down here, this drama, that no longer serve your highest potential, the magician, and concentrate on what you need to be balanced, vitalized, and connected to your spiritual center. Right? What a beautiful card. It says, the Gothic stone portal marks the boundary between two distinct worlds, standing off to one side. An etheric crown figure has lowered her bow as she gazes into the distance. Her wings, though gossamer in appearance, are strong enough to carry her effortlessly into the sky beyond. She sees no danger and is peaceful in the knowledge that everything in life has a natural cycle with many beginnings and endings. Clusters of roses and forget-me-not, symbol of enduring love, hope, and remembrance, surround the scene. So that describes the scene of the card, which is beautiful, but it's a transition card. And, you know, she lowers that because she doesn't sense any danger. And I feel, you know, male, female, I feel that's you, because you're the magician. It comes out, if this was way down here, it would be way different. But it came out right with the death card. So it's showing me that you have made that transition already. You have made that transition to know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you need in your life, and what you need to cut out of your life with that Taylor card, with those scissors. Having the courage to do so. Having the courage to move forward. Having the courage to go after what you want to go after. And also learning from it. Also not afraid of what you went through. Not afraid of what others said to you. Not afraid of what others are doing to you or did to you. You're willing to go after it all with the Three of Swords. You're not afraid of it. Page of Cups. I'm oblivious. I'm sitting here in my emotions, my feelings. I know what I want. I'll rise to the surface and I'll be the same. I'm not going to be hurt by this slander again. I'm not going to be hurt by this gossip and, you know, drama. You're above that. You've moved on. I love the little snowflake there. You see it? Beautiful. All right, guys. Let me know. What a reading. Pile 3. If I was picking, this is the one I'd want. Wow. Let me know how this resonates. Tell me. I love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and have thought about it, please do so. I appreciate all you all, and thank you so very much for watching. Pile 3, good luck to you. What a beautiful reading. I absolutely love it. Go you. You rock. You just rock. Go you. Bye for now.